That's revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. First quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
So this matchup, the second of 3 games in London this year. Vikings and Saints were here last week. And then the Broncos and Jags, they'll be at Wembley at the end of the month. Plus this year, remember, a 4th European game, our first one ever in Munich, Germany. That'll be the Bucs and the Seahawks November 13th.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Jones. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time. Throwing Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
This defense for the Packers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones.
That's complete to Tony. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jones throwing on 4th down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
A confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Packers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And the offense last week, they certainly had things humming because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
26.
Rodgers going to throw.
That's out to the flat for Akers. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get into him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Up the middle they go. Tony, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Tony. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. On fourth down, Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. We're scoreless after one. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And got his man complete. The 30, 20. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Well, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Tony. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And it'll be intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for them on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Quay Walker in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll... Fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot. And it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Jones now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught inside the 5. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And he's got some space here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one 28 yards on the ground. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Over the middle, complete. It's Shepard. And he's going to have a 1st down here as they're also in the field goal range at the 28. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll run on 1st down. Tony to about the 26 here. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On 1st down, Rodgers. He finds Watson. It's caught. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and it's trying to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On 3rd down, Tony. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Here's Jones throwing on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
On second down now, Tony, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now Jones to throw on third down. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball-hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great play there. 31 yards.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1.
Oh, good return up past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. On first down, Tony. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Kadarius Toney, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to at least get one score back.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And it's caught. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Eric Ebron there to make the grab. And the Giants take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll run on 1st down. Tony. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Jones on third down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. With Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Well, they were 2 for 3 on fourth down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that, but finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. To throw is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say because
touchdown!
Christian Watson.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Crosby with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On second down, Tony, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now Jones. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, Tony.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing, Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers looking to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Throwing is Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So a win here for the Packers. Well, we've said it so many times in the past, but it was Aaron Rodgers. See